I don't even know what to say. Okay, so we're day 227. This has gone on for like 4 or 5 days now. This seemingly coming across the finish line part of my task, which is simply to load the leagues that's been created. Now, granted, I had problems going all the way up to this point, but you can see I'm up to this create leagues for user. What create leagues is going to do, um, there's a couple of issues I haven't quite pinned down yet, but when I get into no here, the problem was my team captains weren't loading up correctly, which was just a matter of pinning down. Let's see. Nope, my faction did not update. Oh, I probably have to change this. I had to go back and rewrite how my factions updated because it wasn't loading up correctly. It was loading up the wrong value. That was the latest thing, but there's been a lot. It's been a lot, and ironing out, just getting it to this point where I'm actually just finally getting everything to load. What I think is the oh, you know what? That may actually be me having to I may have to regenerate my player pool. Shoot. All right, so let's go over here, and we're going to dump. This is a function I wrote. Its purpose in life is to clean up my. Oops, is that user 06? What user is it? I thought it was 06, but oh, let's see. User ID. Oh, it's user ID 6. So, whoops. I don't know why it's 6, but okay. Okay, so we're good. I should have refreshed some stuff. Basically cleared out all of my leagues. I have no leagues, no league players, and hopefully no teams related to those guys. 42. I saw 42. Oh, that's not right. Somebody didn't get dumped like they should have. 42. It's such a weird number. How did I end up with 42? Like these guys are all like. How did I? That's so weird. Because none of my leagues are only. That is weird. Okay, well, I'll dump all these and see if. I was trying to. I created this to make it so that I can clean up and immediately rerun it again. And obviously it's still flawed in some amount. I just created it, so there's a good chance that that would be the case. First time through problems. We'll dump this too. Oh. Hopefully. Do I have player contracts? I do, but that should be 0. Okay, so we're good. All right, let's try this again. Close others. Yeah, we'll say that. All right. Let's see. Let's try this again and again and again and again. Now, let's see. We reran the league, I believe, but do I need to recreate? No, because it's going to recreate league. But the player pool might not be set correctly. Oh no, if the player pool's not right. I'm gonna have to rebuild the player pool. Boo. Yep, I have to rebuild the player pool. Yuck. I hate rebuilding the player pool because it takes long. Alright, let's drop this too. Alright, it's got a little bit more. This takes too long, honestly. Could I make it faster? You know, it's really not a big deal. I mean, really, when it's fully, I mean, the player pool works, the functionality, but it does do a fair amount of things that's, it just takes a while to run. But the thing is, I'm only going to run it like once a year once I get this thing going. It's rare that I'll have to rerun, I'll have to run it. And so it's just adding in new data, and eventually I'll have to run it and try to figure out. Maybe I'll have to do it because I have to do it for 16 seasons to start, but that's gonna suck. But I may have to like let it run overnight or something, so I can run all 16 seasons. We will find out if that works, though. Let's see. Yeah, player skills. All right, so we need to go and rebuild. Okay, so this is gonna take a bit. So hey, if anybody wants to come along and chat. Oh, you know what I could probably work on while I'm doing this. One, let's update my stream. So we're gonna go over to the YouTube stream updater. I wish I had new images to show, new screens, but unfortunately, that's where I'm headed. That's the new thing. Once this works, once this view pops up like it's supposed to, I'm loading all the way into the part where it's actually loading the cards and their images. Problem is, the images are using the faction, which is the mascot of the team of players drafted by. So I have this drafted by field. So when I add them to the team, when I add them to the league players, it has to define faction. It has to pull the faction over. But faction is in the player pool. And the player pool are all the values of all the guys that can be drafted by any team, any league, whatever. These are the guys that are available to the game. So that's the player pool. And the faction comes from the default teams. The default teams are those that are coming from like, they're the base teams. That's their only purpose is to be, they provide all the base information, which is like, who are they? Who's the source team for this team? Like the V-Born Scorned or the Denver Broncos. And the V-Born Scorned have things like, well, obviously their mascot name, and they have, what other information? They have their mascot name, the city, the game mascot, game abbreviation, just all the stuff that's related to the root team, which is not a huge file, but it's got base information. And one of those things is also the mascot of whatever that team is. Now, if that team drafted a player, I have to go say, okay, I'll pull the drafted player, map it to the default team of the drafting team, and pull the mascot into the faction field. And I was pulling the game abbreviation, not the game mascot. So I had to rebuild that to go get the right thing. And as you can tell, it's kind of a multi-mapping thing. You're mapping one value to another value to another value to pull it in so that I can put it into my league. So I kind of had to rebuild that. And then in order to do that, I have to rebuild the player pool. And that's what this is now doing. It's trying to rebuild the player pool again, which is going to go through all the players, build other stats, build a whole bit with their players. Now, what I'd like to do eventually is start bringing in other teams, and also have my source stats, the player pool, actually get built from the players. Well, actually, I think we're already building off the player stats. Hopefully we are. But if not, we're building off of player source stats, which is a table we're not going to be using regularly. So I'm not even sure if player stats is fully... I think it's supposed to be coming fully from the player stats data. Oh, it's still building that. But so these are the 2,000 players that these are the ones that I have in my app. Player stats here is supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to have all of my records, but I don't think it's actually going to pull them in until last. So it's it's one of the later steps of this whole process here. So it scrapes a bunch of information, and unfortunately this takes time, and all I can do is wait for it to do it. It's probably a 20-25 minute process. It's annoying. Alexa, turn off Firestorm. So anyway, let's go ahead and update my thumbnail. Let's see here. What do I want to... Yeah, I couldn't even... I was thinking if I could have AI try to build me a screenshot, but no, I can't. That's not happening. So we'll just have to wait. I'll just kill this for now. Don't need it. It's not right. So we had some Hostess fruit pies in my fridge that I got from delivering some food, and I hadn't tried any of them yet. I had a few of them. I don't know, 3 or 4. I tried cherry one. They're pretty good. They're not bad. I mean, it's not the kind of thing I'd probably eat regularly, but it was pretty good. Probably a bajillion pounds of sugar in it, but whatever. Take what I can get, you know, when I gotta have that nightly dessert, which I do. That is kind of the thing. Autosave when playing with, I don't know what that is, but let's go ahead, and that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and hit a save on my project. I don't think I've changed anything in a while, but we'll save anyway. What was I looking for? Go ahead and pop that there. So I think while we wait for that, still scrapes. It's got to scrape 32 teams. This is why it takes so long. Actually, that seems really long. That's actually longer than usual. I'm usually way past this. Why is it taking so long to scrape? It usually takes... I mean, I've only done it like once today, so I don't even know if I did it once today. That's really slow. Usually I'm like going through, it goes through a bunch of teams, but like all of them. All right, thumbnail uploader. Control-Shift-P. I wonder if I should, while that's happening, I wonder if I should go ahead and start my my new project. I created a design doc for another project I wanted to get started, kind of a while I'm waiting kind of project, and I was gonna do it once I got my Claude code going, and I've got it going, effective yesterday. I think I started on it. Let's go ahead and edit this. I'll get rid of this. Nope. Day 227. What was it? Day 227. What am I doing? Let's see. Still working the team selection process. And then we'll go over to my this guy. I gotta put some sound on. It's I'm in that state of my brain is needing audible feedback, audible stimulation. Just so quiet sometimes. I'm not one of those guys who can just work through quiet. I have to have noise, and that distracts me sometimes because what my I make poor choices sometimes in my background noise. Which is to say, I like watch TV shows and stuff, which is not a good background noise, right? Batman's 1989 movie just got a new sequel today. Yeah, uh huh. Really? His Pittsburgh Walk of Fame. Michael Keaton's name is misspelled on his brand new plaque in the Pittsburgh Walk of Fame. Oh no. Was inducted in the Walk of Fame alongside 9 other honorees Monday at an inaugural ceremony. The actor was the only recipient to attend the event in person. Oh no. And he gave a heartfelt remarks to his hometown crowd after receiving his star. However, a closer look at the bronze plaque on the sidewalk of the terminal complex in the city's Strip district reveals an error. The plaque reads under his stage name, Michael Keaton. Michael John Douglas is credited as appearing in nearly 100 movies and TV series, ranging from the hit comedies like Night Shift. Michael Keaton's name is spelled wrong in the description of his Pittsburgh Walk of Fame plaque. How is it spelled wrong? Oh, is the Michael wrong? Michael. Oh, Michael. Whoops. Whoops, you doodle heads. They're gonna have to. How do they? Are they gonna fix that? Oh, they gotta fix that, right? Man, they gotta fix that. I don't know what they're gonna do. He's called on to be picked for a star. Besides first class honors, including some constantly key in search TV role, Mr. Orange best known for Independence, the world's most. It doesn't say whether or not they're gonna fix it. This means, huh? They got the top part right, but they got under a stage name. Oh wait, AEL. Yeah. Funny. All right. Well, I know that's distractions. Off the rails we go. Hi ho, hi ho. Let's go back to YouTube here. Are we getting anywhere here? Are we still running? Oh, okay, something's wrong. Why is this not running correctly? This should not be taking this long to get past that stage. What happened? We're gonna have to try this again. That is not correct. Let's go ahead and let's dump this one. We're gonna go back into it. New terminal. I mean, it takes a long time, but it's not that long. CD. Oops, did I do the wrong thing? Bash. And then we have to go run this guy. Because it does do a scrape, but it's usually like maybe 20-30 seconds to scrape. If that, I mean, maybe 10-20 seconds. Shouldn't take that long. Come on, buddy. Pop to the next one. Is there any output information? Nope. Well, what is CRD anyway? Cardinals? Birthday odd. Okay, so I was gonna put music on. This Bite Me Games guy, he's always putting out stuff, man. He puts out multiple.
The biggest problem with game development isn't just the fact that, you're not a good programmer or you're not a good enough artist or whatever, but it's actually the stuff that you don't know when you get started with game development. The unknown unknowns is what I would like to call them. Where you're going to start off with a game and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not the best programmer, but I know that I'm going to focus on improving. But there are also things that you may not know when you start game development that are going to massively bite you in the ass once you're like 6 months into game development or whatever, where suddenly you realize I have no clue how to balance like a giant economy, for example, for my game, or I have no clue how to make the shaders that are needed to make the game actually work and actually pop up. And this is something that honestly I don't have crazy good advice for you for, because that's the whole thing of these unknown unknowns. They're gonna hit you with a frying pan at the moment that you least expect it, when you feel like, oh, the game is maybe making some progress. That's when they hit you, and that's when sometimes your game development can completely come to a halt, which is not good. The only piece of advice I can give you here is plan for these uncertainties. You don't know what it's going to be yet, but you should know that they are, I guarantee you this 100%, they are going to happen. Give yourself some extra time, some extra leeway to figure out when that frying pan comes around, swinging at you, how to solve the problem. One of the biggest problems
I will have that frying pan is probably gonna hit me when I'm trying to develop, do the sim portion of my game. Because that's. Wait, I'm looking to see if I can find the audio I was listening to before. I've been listening to so much garbage lately, it's probably pushed everything down. It's not much, but it puts a little noise in the background that I can live with. Hopefully it won't distract sound too much, but you'll have to let me know if it's too noisy. Okay, we are not making progress here. Something is afoot. This is not good. Nicht gut, because it's not. It's like getting stuck, and it's never gotten stuck before, so I'm a little concerned about that. So, player skills is not running somewhere. Leagues, gateway, system net. So I started a create system players function, and it seems to be getting stuck during the scraping process. Can you tell what is going on? Hopefully I can figure out what's happening, because it's just getting stuck. I can go, let's go, well, let's go here, because that's the, that other one is a fill-in. Oh, it's progress indicator. Waits 2 seconds between each team. Uses Selenium with undetected. Each team takes 15 to 20 seconds to scrape. And the problem is that there's no timeout in the code, the Python script. Current problem. The create system players process calls import, which automatically triggers 10 to 15 minute web scraping operation with no timeout. This is causing your system to appear stuck. Well, now 10 to 15 seconds would be great, but I am talking 5 to 10 minutes with nothing after this. Print line. Actually, the cron driver does not work. This is using the undetected cron. Is the cron? Yeah, conversion instead of hard coding. Headings and conversion doesn't match. Is that the problem? I don't know. Is that how is are we having a version match problem? Is that the reason for the hang? Is the version out of sync? Trace back. Keyboard exception ignored. Huh. All right, well, let's try it one more time. Added, run FPFR scraper to get accurate game info. Check if the FPFR scraping is disabled via environment variables. I don't even know if I need that. Why are we doing that? No, we don't. We just last got it. This is a required step to get required information. All right, let's see if we can get any further. It's only supposed to be a 10 to 15 second or 15 to 20 second delay between cities, but we get scraping to 1 and it locks up right here. Oh, wait. That's weird. Why does it say 58 players? Oh, it's looking. Oh, it's finding more players. Oh, it's looking at all the players that are available. It scraped 58 players, 61 players. Okay, okay. So we're doing good. I think we're running again. I don't know what happened. Maybe the Chrome version changed, which, you know, they change it all the time. So it's quite possible that it tripped over itself. Because I guess it was hard-coded. And this value here. Ah. What's next? Okay, so that's going to run. Now we got it running. Hopefully we can move on. Let's, I don't know, what do I want to put in? I want to put something else in for my thumbnail. I feel like I'm putting in the same thumbnail too much. I did make minor changes to my my screen, by the way. You can't see what they are, I'm sure, but I did. I tell you. I made changes. All right, let's go here. Nope. Yep. Edit. And we'll go here. Screenshots. I have so many things. Less than 2 mana. What is the deal with that? Gotta fix that. Why does it have to be less than 2 megabytes? I mean, can't it just resize it? I know you can resize. You know what's a good thing? If I take this big old thing and put it over on my low resolution monitor, it won't be as big. I think my other monitor is too high resolution. I think that's what the problem is. There we go. Yeah. That was the problem. I was able to get pretty much the same image. I know I didn't clip the whole thing up correctly, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not going to be, it's not like I'm going to have a lot of people viewing that anytime soon. So we'll go here. I want to change this. Wait, no, I want to change the, what is it? Navigation panel? No, that's not it. Home screen panel, uploading panel. And if I go to the progress bar and go to that text, yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. Doesn't need to have any text set right now. And we'll say save file, save project. All right. So I started creating this other app. Let's see if do I have a, how are we doing? How's the app running? Go there. And we are still scraping away. It is kind of a long time. So I fully, we had a failed scrape for Cincinnati there. I don't know if it's for all of them or just one of them. Failed the scrape Cincinnati. Where's the next team here? Uh-oh, we're failing again. Now Cleveland is failing. So the scraping process is not a great process. Fortunately, I can't figure out where to get this value otherwise. I kind of need this value. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. And that means I may have to go back through and figure, I might need to figure out a way to capture the ones that failed. Ugh, and retry them. Because it goes through each team. And I don't know if all of them fail or one of them fails, or like this case I have 2 so far, and I don't know, is Dallas failing too? I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get these ones without rerunning the entire, I don't know, it looks like Dallas worked fine. But the ones that fail, it needs to go back and try again. I think the problem is I'm too warm. It's like I turn off the heater. It always gets so warm in here at night. Maybe it's just me. When nighttime, my body revs up. It's like I'm warm, but I'm not warm. Like I feel like I'd be cold if I took my sweatshirt off. But can you add to the SCRABE_B FR undetected.py script process that retries any teams that failed at least once or twice after processing all the teams. I feel like we should probably even, if possible, also, can you make a simple bash command that would allow me to scrape any team individually in the event I need to rescrape. Ones did not succeed during original attempt. So I think Claude's got a limit on hours, or how many things you can do in an hour, how many tokens. And I think it's 5 hours. So you have this 5 hour zone. I don't know how long the 5 hours is. Is it rolling? I'd imagine it's rolling, right? So things fall off as time goes on. I don't know how that works. Or if it's just in any particular 5 hour window. What are we doing? Are we done? Are we on to our... Oops. Scraping complete. Exception ignored. Blah, blah, blah. Most recent call last. I don't know what all this is. I don't know what this is. It might have something to do with, but it did do all 32 teams. But something exploded here. I don't know what that is. It might just be because I let it update stuff while I was running, because it's trying to run a script. Okay. So we are in the process of doing the rest of I gotta fix this Oakland. How come Oakland? All right, what is wrong with my? I know I have Oakland. I'm pretty sure I have Oakland. Let's go see. Players. System init. Team seed. Team seed. Oh, are they all supposed to be full case? Oh, they're all cap. Except this one, of course, and of course it's case sensitive. Rebuild that. So that'll put Oakland back in there so it'll stop failing. O-A-K L-A-N-D R-A-I-D-E-R-S. Okay. That's the Oakland Raiders. Processing teams with the following IDs. Okay. Alright, so we go back to player skills. Hopefully I've got the other Oakland teams can be fixed. We'll see. Who on here? Janikowski's not set. Shane Leckler's not set. I need to start having I almost need like these individual steps to be executable. So like when something like this happens, I can just run that piece instead of having to rerun the whole thing. Because you can see it's like still it's not Oakland drafted by is not mapping correctly to I did build it, so apparently skipped it, but it's on to something else now. It's no longer got that problem as we moved to other players. No faction mapping, because it can't map if it doesn't fit. Dang it. And this is gonna have to happen. Hopefully this will be fixed in the next time I process this. No faction mapped found for. I think I gotta fix this. What else would it be? It's getting it from here. Let's go see what that says. Control F. Control Shift F. No. Faction. And teams, refresh, teams, Oakland Raiders. Don't know why that one didn't map. Unless it already had the data in memory by the time it started processing these guys. I'm getting a lot of guys. All the Oakland guys. It's either not getting or it's already in memory, which means I would have to rerun this. Seems all players drafted by Oakland don't have the mapping. The source data had Oakland and apparently, and I thought maybe it was a case sensitivity issue, but I fixed the case and still players getting this error. Is this because the team data was already loaded and was not reading value? I assume was not reading the value from the database since it was still running. Or is there something wrong with the map? I'll take what I can get. You know, maybe there's something wrong with the map. If it's hard-coded or set up in such a way that it's attempting to map this, that could be why it's broken. And in that case, it might be an actual other fix. The build faction mapping function queries the database. If teams haven't been loaded yet or weren't loaded correctly, the mapping will be empty. It's not reading from the seed file directly. It reads the database. The mapping logic looks good. The issue is the faction mapping reads from the database, not from the seed file. Let me add some debug logging to help. Yeah. I ran the seed file to update database, which I fixed while the create system players was running. But perhaps it had already loaded the team values in memory by that point. All right, well, we got everybody in, so we're still going to have a missing Oakland. I don't want to restart to create system players. I wonder if I could do it without a rebuild. If I do it without a rebuild, let's see, does this create player stats? I'm going to make sure my player stats is still getting created. I think it has to be, because I think a lot of my stuff is built off of this, yes. No. Yeah, okay, we're good. I think everything is reading from player stats, so that's kind of important, because what's going to happen is when I actually start building this stuff directly from the NFL libraries, stat libraries, I'll be pulling it straight into player stats, and eventually I won't have any need for the player stats data or player stats imports, because that stuff is all from spreadsheet imports of data that I had. But that said, I don't really want to run this again, so I'm not. It takes too long. I mean, look at that. I think I've been working at this thing. How long? Have I already been on for an hour? Oh my gosh, I've already been on for an hour. Okay, so that should have rebuilt everybody with, hopefully, let's go see what the player pool shows now. Player pool should now, if everything's working, show faction Gherkins. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Close others. And we'll go back over here. And we have to start this again. I may have to restart that again, but I'll do it before I go to bed. Let it rebuild one more time. But in the meantime, we will, let's see, did I change anything for the league in this processing? No, I don't think so. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this up again. And we will see. Oh, am I disconnected? I'm always disconnected. Stop it. Alright, so I got logos, characters. I'm going to have to change my progress. My progress bar is filling up too fast. It's like already at 100% by the time it gets to the last images. So that's got to be fixed. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and run. Let's connect these guys again, because something didn't work correctly. Oh, we're here attached to Unity. I'll stop this. Honestly, I think part of the problem is I really don't think my my announcement board is actually being displayed. I think that's part of my problem. But if I feel like everything's loaded and then I still don't have have it showing, then I think it might just be that it's not loading. It's not visible. It's not being made active. What is the second batch? Okay, the first one is logos. Oh, one's plays, one's logos, one's characters. So that's 3, but only 2 of them are actually loading correctly. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Let's go ahead and hit F5. And again. All right, so we're in here. Now we know we have something. Let's see what we got here. So we got this, this, and this. And now we're ogres. Yes, we got the factions are now correctly loaded, which means we should be able to go down here and I don't know, whatever it's going to do to load the teams. let me do that, right? Okay. Let me look. Nope, not gonna let me look. Okay, whatever. Initialize player card. Get component, get warning. Oh, not being used. Derive team code. Show confirmation. Step through here, I guess. Canvas scaler. What am I in? Team options selected. I don't know where I'm at, but let's just take you into here. All right. So we have player tankers. I don't have an image for them. Let's go see here. We can go player card. Get component, configure player. I think that's what I want. Honestly, I feel like we're loading. I mean, I feel like it's all working, to be honest. I think, again, I think the problem might just be that I'm not visible. Which would mean I have to make the announcement board panel visible. But I think there might be an issue with it. I think there's some errors going on. I forgot what it was. But we'll get there. I think when I saw last time, the problem was that my cards weren't resizing correctly. I have some dynamic sizing stuff on them, and they were fritzing out. So we will see. Okay, so player info panel, that's active, but I actually just wanted to load it completely before we get there, so we're probably not gonna. So we got tankers, we don't have an image. So let's go. So we're not gonna have this be false. If no, oops. Let's see here. If we have an image, I think I could just take this off. And then we're going to go here and say that's just if we have a bad image loader instance, which I don't want it to set it false because I have a default, but texture, character pose found in cache, else, we're not going to set this false. I think, hopefully I can do this. Character pose not found in cache. Loading synchronously. Why is loading synchronously a thing? Why do I care about that? Loading default image. It's kind of interesting. This is not an if then. Huh. It's not, I don't know why it's team code. Why are we still using team code there, but yeah, got to here. What is this going to do? Team object, image loader. I feel like it shouldn't be running here. Why are we loading the image if there's no image? Yeah. All right, so let's go and texture's not null, already cached, use it immediately. Character pose, not in cache, showing default image. Oh, I see, it's going to try to load the image if it can find it. Huh. Alright, well, we'll leave it for now. I think it's going to break, though. I think ultimately we have we're trying to get and after we've run all of these show team selection UI, which is fine, but I think ultimately at the end of this, that's when we need to make that visible. Team selection panel, that's that, but we're in here. What we need to do is teams.count, yeah. Go down here. Do something like if teams.count is greater than 0, we will do, I have to say, I think I already have it set. It's probably going to be part of home. What is it called? Announcement panel? Loading panel. Loading. No, it's not loading panel. Oh, wait. No, it's announcement board panel. Wait, what's the wait, I should have an announcement board panel in here, don't I? Announcement board, yeah. Announcement board dot active. It's true. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be capital A. Oh, set active. All right. Lots of little things, you know, there's always little things. It's like getting my scroll bar to show, you know, the 75, 80%. Stop saying 100 before I even get to the end. That kind of stuff. Well, this is loading. I don't know if, I mean, it might be broken, but it's loading. So we're going to go ahead and let this do its thing. All right, so, well, and then we get this. So there's definitely a problem here. So we got this, and then all these guys are showing up. And it's completely not, it's not showing correctly, obviously. We're not getting any, so what's not showing? I got the team selection panel is visible. Everything's visible in here. We even have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got our team options in there. The team panel. We even got some players. Card image. Yeah, we got stuff. Position. I mean, everything's in there, but we're getting these things. So it's there, but something's not right. Don't know what's going on now. This is gonna be a new one for me, so we'll have to, let's see. Getting hundreds of these errors when loading my team selection options and even seems everything is loading correctly when I step through code, but when it attempts to display the results, these warnings flood console. Oops, did I not actually paste it? Oh, I did. I put it as an image instead of a text. Now I see the problem is that when team selection options are instantiated, the Unity layout system hasn't completed its calculations yet. So rect transform, rect height turns 0. The code already has defensive checks, but it keeps retrying in late update, causing hundreds of warnings. The issue is that the font size needs update flag is being set to true too early during instantiation for team selection cards that don't explicitly call adjust font size based on card size. It might be getting set by. Here's the fix. We need to add a coroutine. No! What did I tell you about that? What did I say in the instructions about using coroutines? Young man, what have I told you before? Do not use them. Also, would how might I avoid these errors? Currently, I don't set the screen active until it is supposed to be loaded. All cards should call the adjust font size based on card size function. So I'm not, I mean, Claude's good. There's no doubt Claude's good, but there's times when I'm not completely sure what model he's using. I feel like he's using dumber models sometimes. Things that I feel like he's been able to fix before, but for some reason is not able to fix now. It's like it's using dumber models on occasion. And I'm not sure what I feel about that. I feel like, you know, let me use the model I want. But I don't know how to change it. I don't think there's a way to tell it which one you want. Like I don't have to be the hardest thinking best sonnet one. I don't want to. I mean, but I'd like it to be at least the 4.5 or whatever. Claude sonnet. What are we doing here? So, now that's not. See, what if I go here? Configure key binding. Split edit right. It's not a lot of settings for this, to be honest. New conversation, mention. Fine. We'll see what that does. Select model. No, we're already using Sonnet 4.5, so. Alright, never mind. It's not really saying what it's going to update font size. Mobile height phone. All right, we'll try it. I think we're good to give it a go. If I can avoid the 1,000 plus messages, that would be cool. All right, so yeah, let's go run it again. We'll see what Claude's little fix for changing up all my font issues. I mean, they are warnings, but that's not necessarily okay. So we hit 30. No, we don't. Okay, well, we're fixed past that, but nothing's displaying. What is the problem? We obviously have a field here, so something's here. We're not seeing it though. Everybody's there. It's all loaded, but we're not seeing anything. Nothing's present. So what is going on? What is missing? Okay, that is fixed, but now, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go see if let's go see what Bezzy, or not Bezzy, but let's go see what Unity's AI has to say about this problem. I want a script dynamic lighting. I loaded my announcement board now, and everything appears to have loaded correctly, but nothing is being displayed on the panel. Okay, thought I okay, wait. Oh, you can't paste the thing in here? Huh. You can't paste images into the AI of and everything's loaded. I'm gonna probably have to both content container and announcement board panel have their M size data set to 0. What? What is M size? Content container and announcements board panel have their M size data set to 0, which makes them invisible. To fix this, no, I don't. If they were invisible, delta of announcement board panel to a size that makes it visible within content container. What are you talking about? Content container. Where is it looking at where is the M size delta? Huh? respective game objects, modifying the rect transforms. Width and height in the inspector. You're wrong. No, I don't. I can see the announcements board panel just fine. It is the team selection. This is the team option summary prefabs. It's the team option summary prefabs that are loaded into the teams-sv scroll view that are not showing up. Huh. Alright, well, that's not going to work. We'll say poor response. I feel like it is just guessing, not actually looking at the items in the hierarchy. Or it would have known that is not correct. Alright, so let's try something else. None of the, what are they called? Team option summary prefabs that are loaded are showing on the announcements. The panel is just blank, even though the, oh come on, even though the prefabs all show as loaded. Now Unity's just pouting. Well, if you're going to be that way, I'm not going to answer you no more. I'm just going to pretend like I'm thinking and not actually return any results. Right, well, you're no help. You're being dumb. Okay, so no, let's go here. One of these has the, is the home screen? Okay. Okay, guess I can't screen print. What the heck? Did I fill up my screenshots folder? Thought I did close that, right? Yep. here is the object map for Telescreen Manager CS. You note that I am not referencing wrong. It's like, you're probably doing this wrong. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing. Look somewhere else. Alright, so let's see. Added to the scroll view, which is inside announcement board, and the announcement board is only activated on my created. The problem, you're adding children to scroll view content while its parent is inactive. Unity doesn't calculate properly for inactive game objects. Okay. Well, see, that makes sense. So we'll say yes. We'll try and see if that fixes anything. All it did was put my activation up one level, put it up here instead of at the bottom. And it's, oh, it took that. It's moving out my active. So I got to activate first. I just feel like it might show things being activated, which I'm a little worried about. But I guess we'll see. Couldn't hurt to see, right? I don't know that I did it that way with the playbook, which adds a bunch of plays, and I don't remember that being a visible thing. Guess if it's fast enough. I was just worried about it looking weird, but I guess we're about to find out. Looking weird is better than not looking at all. Honestly, it could have some serious problems simply because I don't know that my prefabs are the right size. I don't know what they, I mean, there could be issues I don't even note here. Okay, so that didn't work. It still opened my item. What is it? Did it put some debug logs here? Oh, no, that's just loading it. Did we get any errors that are anything? Well, yeah, I mean, those are normal. Giving up on font size adjustment. Valid. Huh. That did not work. Still nothing is visible. You would think I should be able to like select one of these. And they do seem to have erect transforms of nothing. What if I go, can I resize them? I don't even know what I'm looking for sizing. What do I want to do? 10. It's not doing anything. It's moving the square around. Why are these weird? No, still nothing is visible. But I am not sure it is a visibility issue or a layout issue. The image I gave you has the announcement dash panel, and it shows correctly. It also has the team selection dash panel, which I can select, and it appears to be correctly positioned. And sized as well. However, the select it and it appears to be correctly positioned. The team selection panel and the team stash SB scroll view within it appear be correctly positioned as size as well. However, the team option summary prefabs that are loaded into the scroll view appear to be taking up no space and all stacked in the center of the panel. The team stash SB scroll. Something's weird. I wonder if I need a... There's something weird about this scroll view too. Because that doesn't feel right. I don't look like a proper scroll view. Doesn't it usually have like columns and something's weird? Let's go over to my team option summary here. No, that's not even what it would be. These are just getting put in there. This is not right. Something's funky about that. The attached image is the teams-sv scroll view, but it looks wrong. You know, there's no way to know because you can't like just look. Is this the right kind of object? I feel like that's the wrong kind of object. Let's hit stop on here. See, now it's got a... See, now it's got an S, it's the SV, and there's a viewport. I don't have anything in it either. Where's like the column counts? Oh, is that inside the viewport? No. Oh yeah, it's the team captain container. Huh. Ensure the instantiator job has a rect transform and a proper layout. Okay. What I showed you was runtime inspector. This is what the team-sv looks like at design time. Here's what things look like at design. prefabs to the scroll view incorrectly. Just maybe these would provide a bit more context. Well, we're closing in on the end of another day. Let's see what it says. Now I can see the full picture. Looking at your design time setup, Teams SV, the scroll rec content container stretch to fill, viewport standard view, scroll view. Team captain container, this has grid layout group. Problem is clear now. You're instantiating the team option summary prefabs into the scroll view content, which is Teams SV, but they should be going into team cap container instead. The team caption container is the one with the grid layout group that will arrange the children. Enter the change. Either change the serialized field assignment in Unity Inspector. Assign team scroll view content to point to instead of team SV. Okay. So we'll go here. Or is it here? 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 Nope. All right, where is it? Who's got this stuff? You know what? I'm starting to feel like I need to move. Because if it's really here, it just seems really wonky. Alright, so either change the serialized field assignment in Unity Inspector, assign team scroll view content instead of team SV. Alright, so let's go here and we'll put this in here. Let's see what that does. Before I start letting it do all this other stuff. Oops. Well, it's better-ish. Something happened. I don't know if that's what I wanted to happen. All right, so we gotta hit stop on this. We do need to resize this slightly because this needs to be under my. Oops, dang it. So this needs to be under my header. Okay. Still doesn't answer the problem of that did not go where I expected it to. So let's see what happens. This should be. Gotta really make this turn off automatically. I gotta start making sure everything goes into a defined state. All right. Wait, that still didn't go inside the right thing. Or did I not save it because I did that dumb thing? I did the wrong thing. This goes here. I say file, save project. And while we're at it, we're going to turn you off for a minute. All right, try it again. I got to put some initializing stuff at the beginning that just says nothing's on except this at the beginning. And then everything can turn on as it needs to. Okay, so we are inside of the team captain container, but we are not loading correctly still. Okay, I moved, or I updated. Scroll view content. I updated scroll view content to point to the scroll view container, but now the clones all appear to be stacked in the upper corner of that box, still with no height or width. I'm not sure if you can see the white box in the panel, but that is the team captain container. Who hooked that? What the heck? Look. It's like microscopic. It just zooms into a nothing. It's like it's trying to see the zero. That is this. There's nothing there. That's the button. Huh. That's weird. Okay. It's basically set to nothing. There's no height, no nothing. It's like it doesn't have a valid something going on here, which is really annoying. I do not. Unity is just fun. It's just fun. I say that in the least fun way I can. The last image is the settings for the team options summary prefabs. And they are all the same. I don't know why they wouldn't have a rec transform for them. Yeah, but if I go to here, oh, it doesn't have a rec transform. What the heck? Why doesn't it have a rec transform? That one doesn't either. That one does. Oh. Wait, no, that's only at the top level, though. Oh, is that the canvas? Game cards, canvas. Huh. So, game card, which I know is a... That is so weird. Okay, there's some... So confused. Game card has a rec transform, but that's like the panel. That's the card inside, which is kind of playing the part of team panel. But what is this? Is that a canvas? Do I have a... Okay, I am so confused. Okay, this is the prefab for my team option summary. Not working. The game card prefab first items is working. But the canvas object is at the top. Did I set something up wrong in the option, in the team option summary? You have a canvas component as a direct child of a non-transform gamed object. It creates layout issues. The canvas forces its own coordinate system. The game card 2 structure works because the root game card object has a rect transform UI element. The canvas is nested inside as a child. I don't know. This allows grid layout group to control the root direct transform. Your team option summary doesn't work because the root has a regular transform, not a UI compatible. The canvas child can't be sized by grid layout. Fix. Restructure team option summary to match the game card V2. Create a UI panel. So I'm going to have to create a brand new object. I mean, I think I could just drag and drop some stuff. So let's just do this. We're going to go create a new UI panel. UI panel. Can we do it at the same level? Create a UI panel or empty or UI empty named team option summary. All right, we're gonna. Oops, oops, don't do that. That's not correct. Don't want to break that one. I want to have this open though. Can I do that? How can I open this? There we go. Is there any way I can open up this side by side with the other one? Create. Team option summary. Create a new UI panel named team option summary. Okay. UI panel. Team option summary. Create a UI dash panel or UI empty option summary. Move the current canvas and team panel to be children of this new root. Okay. Alright, so that's got a rect transform. Now, how can I make it the root? Don't know how to make it the root. Nope, keeps adding them to it. So I think I need to add a new, I need to create a new prefab. Because it won't let me. I created the new panel, but it won't let me set it as the root. Keeps, no matter how I move it, it is a child of the old root. Yeah, this is just Unity being a jerk. All right, time for me to hit the hay. Till tomorrow. God bless.